Red, White, and Bloom sale. It's going on this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A lot of details and a special feature lying straight ahead.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden. Plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Well, good morning and welcome to another edition of our program, Linton's Enchanted Gardens, with an on-location little feature for you today. Mark Linton here with us as always. Mark, good to see you.
Good to see you, Craig.
Interesting feature here at the very beginning of the program, but in the second half of the show, we're going to learn a little bit more about great values at Linton's at your County Road 17 location with the Red, White, and Bloom feature going on through the weekend, and it is Memorial Day weekend.
It is, and we've got a lot of great sales going on. We also have free hot dogs and popcorn as well as drinks, and great time just to bring the family out and enjoy our free petting zoo as well.
Red, White, and Bloom, right?
That's right, Craig.
I love it. Well, Marguerite, isn't she a special gal? Marguerite Nome is the residence whose home we're featuring today. And Marguerite is no stranger to Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Mark, this relationship with Marguerite's home goes back, what, 25 years?
At least. I've known Marguerite for at least that long, if not more. Been a customer of hers. She's been a customer of ours, and it feels like a family. And actually, many years ago, we landscaped this home for her, and it has evolved, and it became time to re-landscape here. So she got way over 20 years worth of use out of the landscape, and what we did was walk around to the property and kind of assess everything, figure out what still had more life in it, and kept those items, and then we added to it and blended the two together.
It's not every day that you probably get to revisit someone after 20 or 25 years.
It's a special opportunity, yes.
Well, what Marguerite really wanted to do was to leave a lot of what was going on here and then implement the new, and you've expanded some of these beds. In fact, let's start here, Mark, and talk a little bit about what you've done in front of us.
Well, certainly. Craig, what we've got here is a beautiful island bed, and what I like about island beds is that they're further away from the house. Not only can you enjoy it every time you're pulling up the driveway, but when you're inside of the house looking out, this is something that you can see, and unfortunately, most foundation plantings cannot be enjoyed from inside because you can't look directly down from the window. So things that are strategically positioned a little further out can be enjoyed from indoors as well as outside. And so that's what we've done here. Prior to this landscape bed, we just simply had grass around the post lamp, and we've done a mixture of flowering shrubs. We've got a little dwarf patio tree here. We've got perennial flowers which will be coming up. We've got some coreopsis which will start blooming later on this spring with yellow daisy-like type of flowers. They'll continue to bloom all throughout the season. We've got low maintenance little dwarf globe blue spruce patio tree, which also gives us interest in the fall and the winter time when the others have lost their leaves. And then around the post lamp here we have the low maintenance knockout roses, which each one's going to bloom and put out over 2,000 blooms per season. We're eventually going to want to see them get up here about 3.5, 4 feet in height, and that's something that she'll be able to enjoy from both inside as well as outdoors.
And Marguerite must really enjoy the low maintenance aspect of all of this.
that was at the top of the list, and so we certainly wanted to honor that request, and we've gone with dwarf plantings and things that just pretty much naturally shape themselves, or perennials that all you have to do is cut them down at the end of the season. A lot of plants that are disease resistant, and also things that don't require special fertilization.
Well, let's just do a little pivot here, if you don't mind, Mark, and kind of take a look over to the side of the garage, which again features another one of Linton's landscape features here. And I know safety, again, was a very important part of what Marguerite wanted, and even the choice of rocks kind of lends itself to safety, doesn't it?
That's right. And what we've got here, Craig, is a mixture of two different sizes of rocks. Margarita likes the look of the larger stone, but you know what? When you're walking through the landscape beds, it's a little challenging, and you could possibly twist an ankle. And so what we did was mix in the smaller pea gravel, and I really like the looks and the contrast that it gives here. It's also the same color tone, so it blends very, very nicely. So this ensures Margarita that as she can walk through the beds, that we've got a safe environment here for her.
And the pea gravel, of course, the drainage issue, it probably has really no problem with getting the water out of here.
Absolutely not. And of course, plants don't like sitting in water.
Very good. Well, let's speak a little bit about what we have going on over here. Can you, Mark?
Oh, well, certainly. On the front corner of the garage, we've got this beautiful red jade crab tree here, and we wanted to save that. That's part of the existing landscape, and since that tree blooms in the springtime, we needed to introduce some summer color, and we enlarged this bed, wanted to make it easy to mow and maintain around the tree. It's been here for many years, and it actually had gotten larger than what the landscape bed was, so we've expanded it so it's in proportion to the size of the landscape bed, and we added summer blooming daylilies. We've got dwarf repeat blooming daylilies, which will be blooming all summer long after the flowering crab tree is done blooming. We also wanted to have some fall and winter interest, and so we planted a rather mature boxwood there, which ties in with these other boxwoods on the other side of the driveway, which actually were part of the original landscape. And so we're marrying the old with the new, and I think we've pulled it off really well. It blends quite nicely together.
So the boxwood on the left side of the drive is new, and the boxwoods here were the existing ones.
That's right, Craig. Wow. And then we also added the little dwarf blue star juniper, and Marguerite added the frog there, which I think is a nice little touch.
You know, this is such a place of solace and tranquility. You can just feel it when you talk to Marguerite.
She loves it here. It's been home for almost 50 years now.
What about the rest of the front here, Mark?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier before, these boxwoods were here along the driveway and the sidewalk. She had a couple of perennials. We just simply dug them up and transplanted them. The purple coral bells, the daisies, those are part of her original landscape. We just enlarged the bed, put in new edging here, and the focal point here is this dwarf little miniature lilac tree, just getting ready to come into its glory, loaded up with buds. And in about a week or two here, that's going to really be putting on quite a show.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what about the rest of the front?
Craig, what we've got here is a couple of existing trees. This first one was the original weeping flowering cherry tree. We saved that, as well as the snowdrift crab apple on the front corner of the house. But what had happened over the years, since the trees had been planted so many years ago, they had outgrown the size of the landscape bed. So we expanded these landscape beds in some areas 5 to 10 feet so that the trees are in portion to the size of the areas below.
So was this the only area that you actually expanded then, right here?
Actually, as we go around the house, we expanded pretty much all of the beds. With the bay window here in front, the dwarf globe evergreen, which is a dense yew. That was part of the original landscape. But then what we did was bring in some mature dwarf burning bush for some height on each side. We wanted to make sure that we were using some fairly mature plantings so it blended in with the existing landscape.
Those burning bushes will be brilliant against the brick, won't they?
You're good, yes. Well, a fire engine red color there when they come into their glory in the fall. Along the edging here, we've got some low maintenance. These are called Andorra junipers, only going to be about 12 inches in height. They have more of a horizontal growth. And one of the few evergreens that actually changes colors with the seasons. In the fall and the winter time, these will take on kind of a purplish plum color. And then as the weather changes and warms up for the spring, they go back to this real pretty lime green color.
Hydrangeas in there too.
We've got not only hydrangeas, we've got hostas, and we've got roses here. The roses that we've got in front of the bay window, those are drift roses. They're more of a ground cover rose, and they perform exactly like the knockout roses, putting out over 2,000 blooms per season. Low maintenance.
Well, let's make a turn and go around the curve here as we continue featuring the home of Marguerite in Elkhart, a home that Mark and his entire crew at Linton's has cared for what, going on 3 decades now.
That's right. And we've got different light conditions around the home. And of course, standing underneath this big, beautiful flowering crabtree here, it is shaded. And so we've strategically placed the hostas here, which thrive in the low light conditions. You had mentioned hydrangeas. We've got 3 hydrangeas on the side of the house, and those will be blooming during the summer months. We also have a boxwood for some fall and winter interest, and of course this beautiful red Japanese maple, which we strategically positioned there to fill in the peak of the house.
Now, the Japanese maple, is it in its most brilliant form this time of the year, or will it maintain that color all summer long?
Nice thing about that tree, Craig, is it maintains those red leaves all spring, summer, and fall.
Fantastic. Well, if you'd like to find out more as we continue our little tour here of Marguerite's home, if you'd like to find out more about how Linton's can help you, just go online at lintons.com or give them a call. Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Wow, look at this, Mark. Nice job.
Well, what we've got back here is Marguerite's got this all-glass sunroom, and it overlooks into this area. She uses this sunroom mainly during the summer months, and so we're concentrating on our summer colors here. We've got perennial flowers that will be coming up. We've got these cone flowers, which will be putting on a nice show during the summertime. She can take cuttings and bring them into the home. Got a little dwarf tree hydrangea, which also will be blooming during the summertime, anchors the corner here. And then around her grill, we've got some more roses as well as hydrangeas. And then a taller ornamental grass, which is strategically placed to hide the utilities up against the house.
Needless to say, Marguerite's probably pretty happy about now, huh?
She's very happy.
Well, Marguerite Nomé joins us now. Marguerite is the fine homeowner here in Elkhart of this beautiful design from Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And Marguerite, we safely can say a beautiful design from Linton's because Linton's has been a part of your front yard, your side, and your back for a long time, haven't they?
Yes, they have, Craig. Yeah, very, very proud of all their work. And it just very, very good friendship there.
Mark mentioned that. He said it's like family almost. Do you sense that?
I sure do. Yeah, I've known the family for a long time. I'm very proud to know them.
And they do good work, quality work, cutting edge, right?
That's right, definitely.
Now
First class.
we've taken many looks here at your yard, but a lot of the old actually has remained in the new, hasn't it? Talk about that, can you?
I did. He was able to transplant several of the plants as well as all the new that has been added, and it's just been 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm amazed at just the growth of them already.
I can tell that this landscape really gives you a sense of peace and tranquility, doesn't it?
I do love my yard and very proud of it.
What's the one thing, though, if you could pull one thing out of the whole landscape design, what's one thing maybe that really stands out? for you?
I have to say my front bay window because he's increased that so much, and it's just so much nicer to see out from inside out, as well as having to come out before because he's about double the size.
He expanded that area quite a bit.
Yes, he did. Very proud.
Well, Mark is the designer, of course, and we're going to bring Mark on here. And no surprise that Marguerite is singing your praises, huh?
Oh, she's like another mom to me. So, no, we go way, way back, and it's been a very enjoyable experience, and happy to be a part of this. Appreciate the opportunity.
And very happy of the results, and all his employees and everyone are just wonderful and just so gentlemen and hard workers.
Hard workers, that is exactly right. Well, Marguerite, we can't thank you enough for allowing us to enjoy your home with you today. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you for coming. I enjoy having you.
Well, great. Well, Mark, when we come back, we're going to be taking a look at red, white, and bloom, aren't we?
That's right. We've got a big weekend coming up here with Memorial Day.
All right, all that and a lot more right around the corner, so stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Well, now certainly is the time to come visit Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. And Mark, we're inside the conservatory here at Linton's, and boy, what a nice experience we had visiting with Marguerite. What a wonderful gal.
Oh, we love her and love working for her, and feel honored that she had us landscape her home.
Well, landscape design is a very big part of what Linton's does, and you know the other side of the coin is what you do here on your property on County Road 17, and you've got a great sale going on today. We're going to feature a lot of these plants, trees, and shrubs. It's the Red, White, and Bloom sale through Memorial Day itself, right, through Monday.
That's correct, Craig. Monday we'll be here 8 a.m. in the morning, stand here all the way till 7 p.m. in the evening.
That's great, and a lot of fun, petting zoo, food even, I understand.
Oh my goodness, come hungry, and you'll get free hot dogs, and we've got popcorn as well as drinks.
All right, it's this weekend through Monday, Memorial Day weekend, Red, White, and Bloom here at Linton's. Well, I kind of have the idea that you're going to be featuring three very special colors here today.
You're right, Craig. We've got a theme going on here. It's red, white, or blue. And the first one we're going to start out with here is this white-spired birch. And this is a Japanese birch. Beautiful tree, slowly matures into a shade tree, reaching about 30-40 feet in height at full maturity. Nice, beautiful lime green colored leaves that turn beautiful gold in the fall. And as that tree matures, that bark, which is tan right now, just in the juvenile stage, that's going to evolve into a real beautiful white bark. Craig, that tree is normally $89.99. It's about a 10-foot tall tree. This weekend, it's on sale for $44.99.
I would say at least 10, maybe 11, huh?
Could be. And then next, we've got some beautiful perennials here. This is our stilby, and this will be blooming with red flowers throughout later spring and into the summertime. Beautiful red stems, as well as the veining in the leaves. The spikes of red flowers do a great job of attracting butterflies. Part of our sale, the red astilbes, normally $9.99, and this weekend on sale for $4.99.
All these values available here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. I like the splash of color you have in the center there.
And Craig, all of our flats of annuals are on sale for $9.99 when our guests purchase 3 flats or more.
Great pricing, great pricing. What else, Mark?
Oh, here we've got is a butterfly bush. This is a white profusion butterfly bush. Starts blooming late spring, continues to bloom all the way up until frost. Beautiful, huge white flowers that are butterfly magnets. plant this by a deck or a patio, and you also will enjoy the lovely fragrance of it. Normally, the white profusion butterfly bush is $7.99. On sale this weekend for only $3.99.
Excellent, excellent. What else, Mark?
Another stilby here. Beautiful fern-like type of leaves. This perennial is heavily budded. You can see the buds here, which are going to be opening up with white flowers. So we've got the red flowering astilbe, we've got the white flowering astilbe. This variety is called Deutschland. Normally $9.99, on sale for only $4.99.
Marguerite's probably watching, and I bet she's maybe interested in picking up a few more of these deals, huh?
She may be. She's got a whole backyard to fill up. And then next year, this is called a Dark Night Caryopteris. And this features blue flowers. Absolutely spectacular when this is blue. Large clusters of blue flowers all throughout the summertime. Blue is a rare color in the landscape, and so this is quite unusual. The Caryopteris normally $24.99, on sale for only $12.99.
I was going to say blue is unusual in landscape. You don't see that much of it.
No, you don't. The next one is actually blue lime grass, also known as blue dune grass. Two different names, same plant, but very unusual bright blue colored leaves, reaching about 18-24 inches in height. Does very well in full sun. Also makes a great ground cover. Just a low maintenance ornamental grass. Part of our sale. Normally those large grasses are $29.99, on sale for only $14.99.
And the plants here today, part of what Mark is calling the Red, White, and Bloom weekend special. And great pricing. And Mark, the variety here is awesome.
We've got a lot of plants to share with the viewers. This is one of our red flowering Rose of Sharon, and has beautiful red, almost carnation-like type of flowers. It turns into a larger shrub or a small tree, and it's actually summer blooming, which right now, as you drive around Elkhart, St. Joe County, you can just admire all the beautiful spring colors, but it's actually rather unusual to have trees that are flowering during the summertime. This is something that everyone should have, so that you are guaranteed to have some color later on in the season. Part of our Red, White, and Bloom sale, the Red Rose of Sharon, normally $8.99, on sale for only $3.99.
Wow, that sounds pretty good.
Next, Greg, we've got another perennial plant here. This is a dwarf daylily, and it's called Pardon Me Daylily. It's a dwarf repeat blooming daylily, and it features red flowers during the summertime and will bloom all the way up until frost. Normally, these are $9.99, on sale for only $4.99.
Mark, how can you do that? The pricing here at Linton's is unbelievable.
Oh, we've got more, Craig. Okay. Another Rose of Sharon. This is one of our larger crops here, about 4.5 feet in height. This is a blue flowering Rose of Sharon. Spectacular blue flowers during the summertime. These trees eventually reaching 10, 12, even 15 feet in height, just depending upon how you prune them or maintain them. But gorgeous blue flowers during the summer months. Normally this large one is $32.99. You're going to get this plant for only $13.99.
Excellent. Well, the deals continue. Great pricing here from Linton's. What's next, Mark?
We've got a red Prince Wigelia here. These are both hummingbird and butterfly magnets. They will form a red trumpet-shaped flower. Not only blooms in the springtime, but blooms again in the summer, and even for a third time, blooms again in the fall, reaching about 4 or 5 feet in height as well as width. Also likes a nice sunny location. The Wigelia here is normally $24.99, on sale for only $12.99.
Okay, if I can say that word again. Wigelia. I just love saying it.
You did good. Next, we've got another ornamental grass here. An unusual grass with the red stems that you see. This is the red barren Japanese blood grass. It's one of the dwarf ornamental grasses, reaching only about 15, 18 inches in height, prized for those bright red colored leaves. Normally the 1 gallon plant's $8.99, on sale for a special event only $4.99.
Does that color pretty much carry through the summer then?
It does, Craig, and all the way up until frost, very low maintenance. The only thing necessary is at the end of the season, just simply cut it all the way down to the ground, and in the springtime, grows right back up.
All right, what's next?
Oh, we've got another perennial here. This we're growing in a 2-gallon container. This is called a Red Riding Hood red phlox, and this is a garden phlox, not the creeping phlox that's a common ground cover, but this is a taller phlox, makes beautiful cut flowers, large showy red flower heads that will be blooming later this spring. Normally these are $12.99, on sale for only $6.99.
It's the red, white, and bloom sale right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, with just a few more to talk about here at some great savings, by the way.
Another flowering shrub, Craig. This here is called a red ace potentilla. This is a summer and fall blooming shrub, and which is quite unusual to have red flowers for a potentilla. 90-some% of potentillas actually bloom with yellow flowers, and does great in those bright sunny locations. The normal price on this is $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
Excellent savings here during the weekend, Memorial Day weekend here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens.
Craig, what we've got here is a Montgomery Globe blue spruce. It's a little miniature dwarf blue spruce. Does a great job of just naturally shaping itself. Beautiful powder blue colored evergreen leaves and foliage, which those needles will continue to maintain that color throughout the season. Normally these are $39.99, on sale this weekend for only $19.99.
All right. Well, I think we've kind of covered everything, haven't we? Pretty much?
Yeah, we have.
Well, it's the red, white, and bloom spectacular this weekend here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Saturday, Sunday, and Memorial Day Monday. Mark, you made reference a time or two to the containers. Can you just tell us why that's important, that people know that you plant everything, you grow everything in containers?
It's very important information, Craig. What it does is allow not only us, but our guests to extend the planting season. Anytime the ground is not frozen, you can be planting very safely these perennials, ornamental grasses, trees, and shrubs without going through any transplant shock. These are the containers that they've been grown in, and you're just simply sliding them out of the pot. That ensures that there's zero transplant shock, and basically anytime that the ground is not frozen is a good time to be planting.
Sounds good to me. Well, we want to thank our special guest earlier today, Marguerite Nome, who invited us to her home. And Mark, your landscape design there was unbelievable. You've done a nice job for Marguerite.
Well, thank you. It's been an interesting transformation, especially seeing it before and being able to see it and enjoy it now.
Well, our special thanks to Marguerite again for inviting us out to her home, and we want to thank you for joining us. And don't forget, red, white, and bloom all through the weekend, including Monday, Memorial Day, right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Mark, thanks so much.
Thank you, Craig.
For Mark Linton and for our producer, Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.